Welcome and good morning, listening audience, to the 1996 Rondo Days Parade. The theme this year is Unity in the Community. I'm Steve Wilson, and I'll be your co-host along with.
And I'm Oralee Patterson.
Welcome to the 1996 Rondo Days Parade. Orly, it's a beautiful day out today, isn't it?
Oh, it's a gorgeous day, Steve. It's a gorgeous day. I understand we have over 90 entries in the parade this year. People have lined the streets here on Carroll Avenue, and they're so excited about this year's event. And we're looking forward to just having a great day today.
Yeah, as usual, the crowd has showed up. The people have really turned out for the parade, and it's going to be a really wonderful occasion here. We've got a number of units here. We're looking really good here. Here comes the color guard, and the parade this year is really large. It's been growing every single year, and the history of the Rondo Days Parade is really something for the St. Paul community to feel proud of.
And Steve, I see the police color guard is here in front of us now.
That's right. The St. Paul Police Department provides the color guard for the Rondo Days Parade just about every single year. And coming right here in front of them is the police band, St. Paul Police Band.
Yeah.
They're a volunteer band. Let's take a look at the band here. And right behind the band, there goes the police color guard with the police band, and there is St. Paul Mayor Norm Coleman.
Hi, Mayor. Welcome to Rondo Day.
St. Paul Mayor Norm Coleman, and he is on the St. Paul Fire Department's steam pump, brassing one of the most valuable pieces of firefighting equipment in the Twin Cities. The steam pump is a sole survivor of the summer of 1996. It finally came home to St. Paul for the last time after a series of owners and travels. It began 74 years ago. As you're looking right now, here comes the DFL group. I think there's a large contingent of DFL people coming here. What we've got coming up here is Minneapolis City Council person, 8th Ward member Brian Herron.
Yes. Brian has been a member of the City Council in Minneapolis, succeeding Mayor Sharon Sales Belton back at least 4 years now, right?
Right. He's usually a pretty consistent participant here in the Rondo Days Parade, and I think he's going to be with a couple other people too. Brian, if I'm not mistaken, he's on a number of community boards. Some of them include the City Incorporated, the Youth Trust, just to name a few, and also Urban Ventures. I think behind him is St. Paul City Council member Jerry Blakely. There's a group for Brian Herron.
And I see all of the children carrying the signs, and that's so appropriate, Steve.
That's right. That's absolutely
That's
right.
so appropriate because our children are our future. And as we look to the future, it's good to see these children.
That's
out here
right.
today.
That's right. Jerry Blakely is right behind him. You know, it's really interesting. Rondo accentuates children. That's what it's all about.
Does. Yes, it does. And I see our council member. And I see some other community people here.
That's right.
Yusef Mgini, Jerry
There's
Blakey.
the Democratic Farm.
Hi, Jerry. Good to see you this morning. Democratic Farmer Labor Party.
That's right.
Councilmember Brian Herron.
Andy Dawkins, Sandy Pappas group.
Yeah, it's a whole big DFL contingent.
There's Brian Herron again. Big turnout for the DFL here. Of course, politicians always love parades.
Yes, they do.
You know, I always say, Orly, that politicians love to run for office in parades. You know?
They sure do, don't they? Don't they? But they like to walk in the parade.
Yeah,
and run
that's
for
right.
office. And I see Dave Thune is with us today. Council President Dave Thune.
Good morning, Jerry. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing wonderful. It's a great day.
I'm glad that you're here for the 1996 Rondo Days Parade. You have a few words of inspiration for
Sure.
us.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss this for the world. This gives us an opportunity to look at the past, think about the present, and to work towards the future. And this is great about Rondo.
Well, thank you very much
You're welcome.
for being with us today.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thank you, LaVera. LaVera's going to be, she's our on-site, on-the-scene reporter, going to be giving interviews. Coming up here is the nationally famous Paul Wellstone
The big green
bus. The big green bus. You know, he really, there's a Clinton Gore banner going past, a big contingent of the DFL here, and here it's really accentuated with Paul Wellstone's famous green bus. He made a real impact nationally by using the theme of this green bus is he's going to ride it into Washington.
And that he did.
That he did, yeah.
That he did.
I think there's a couple of other people that are with Paul Wellstone here. Paul's usually back there. He's usually waving at people,
back of the
and
bus.
there he is. I hear he's at the back of the bus there.
Yes. Hey, happy birthday, Senator.
There's the green bus from Paul Wellstone. He's got a large turnout here. And there's the senator right there on the back of his bus. You know, I hear today is his birthday.
That's right.
You know, he came out to be in the Rondo Days Parade for his birthday. I think that's pretty impressive here.
Is he telling his age, Steve?
I don't know. I think LaVera's got an interview.
On the streets.
Senator Wellstone, do you have a few words of inspiration for us today at Rondo Days?
Well, the inspiration is not me. It's what Rondo Day stands for, which is the community, the richness of the people in the community, the neighbor-to-neighbor support, the commitment to kids, the commitment to opportunities, the commitment to justice, the commitment to people working together. That's what I love about Rondo Days.
Thank you for being here with us today. We sure enjoy it. And we hope that you have a great day at Rondo Days, okay?
Thank you, and I hope everybody will vote come this November.
As I understand, we have a voting area out there that people can register. So
Real important that what people have a right to have their own views. That's what the country's about. But it's real important for people in our communities to register and to vote for their children, to vote for jobs, to vote for housing, to vote to reduce violence. I mean, we got to do it ourselves.
you have a great day. And thank you.
Thank you, LaVera. There goes Paul Wellstone there. You know, coming up here is a pretty sinister source. This is, I think, the St. Paul Vulcans from the St. Paul Winter Carnival. You know, I remember years ago they used to run up and down the street and have this black stuff on their cheeks and
Yes.
kind of like hug women. And women actually at that time really got a kick out of it.
Big charge out of that. Yes, they did.
It's the St. Paul Vulcans, fire and brimstone. That's a very nice truck.
Yes, it is. It's an old truck. Very well kept up.
You know, the Vulcans, they do a lot of public appearances and so forth. You know, I understand that it's for the Winter Carnival, but they do more than just do things in the winter. And, you know, actually, if I'm not mistaken, because of the history of the Winter Carnival, the Vulcans are in control right now, if I'm not mistaken. And when the King of the Snows comes along or whatever, that's what starts the winter season. Is that the way it works?
That's right. The summer is the heat.
So if I'm not mistaken, I guess we can say thank you to the Vulcans for our summer.
Yes, thank you. Although there's a little chill in the air today.
Yes, that's right. It's the St. Paul Vulcans. See, they're handing things out to children. This is all about children.
You know, I see they have I see our illustrious police chief.
Yeah, there's Chief
Yes.
Finney walking amongst the Vulcans there. There's Police Chief Finney.
Chief Finney. And Chief Finney is a longtime resident of our community. He's born right here in the old Rondo community.
There goes Chief Corky Finney. Coming up behind him is a antique car here. I think LaVera's got another interview. Does LaVera have another interview ready?
I am with a very dear and old friend. To me, he's quirky, but this is Chief William Finney and his son.
Well, hello, I do have some words. It's a beautiful day for a Rondo Day celebration. So me and my son John are out here walking in the parade, making reacquaintances with old friends, and enjoying the day. I can't wait to get down to Martin Luther King Center so I got some of that good barbecue.
All right.
Take care.
Okay. Hi, I'm just out here enjoying the day with the old man here. You know, calls me out of bed this morning, and I have to get up and walk along with him. So I'm happy to be here. Beautiful day.
You hold him up, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, LaVera. There goes Chief Finney.
I see the fire department is right in back, Steve.
Yeah.
And they have quite a large contingency
Boy,
here
big
today,
turnout,
too.
yeah. I
It's
mean, a
very-
lot of...
Very interesting, and I see the chief there that's
Got a large contingent of public safety
Yes.
behind him, doesn't
Anthony
he? Boy.
Carter, who is the assistant chief of police, fire, I'm sorry.
Right. The fire department was established in 1854, 4 years before statehood in Minnesota. The present fire chief is Timothy Fuller, and he serves a population of over 278,000 people.
That's
Look
a
at that.
growing population,
That's
Steve,
right,
here in
that's
St.
right.
Paul. It's been growing consistently over the last 10 years.
That's right. Wow, nice trucks.
Yes, and they have the first African-American female firefighter, I
Oh, is
see.
that right? Look at one. There's one of the
Yes.
clowns. Sure. Boy, you could really pick apples from that, couldn't you?
Oh, you sure can. You sure can. And what do we have here, Steve, turning the corner?
Right there is the St. Paul trolley.
Oh,
one of the trolley
yes,
cars.
the trolley cars. They've been a nice addition to the city, haven't they?
Yeah, they go up and down streets in downtown St. Paul and
Yes.
throughout the entire
Throughout
metro area there.
Yes.
You know, to be honest with you, the trolley car is the logo for Rondo Avenue.
Yes, it is.
Because Rondo Avenue used to have its own trolley
used to have
cars
its
and
own
street
trolley
cars.
car.
Yeah.
How well I remember that. That was the good old days, as people refer to them.
That's right. There's a trolley car. It's full of kids too.
Yes,
You know,
it's
we rode in one of those trolley cars during the St. Paul Winter Carnival. The board of directors of Rondo.
We judge you number one.
Kids are having a good time.
There's our Grand Marshal.
There's our Grand Marshal.
Yes, I see there's Nathaniel Abdul Khalik and his wife, Vicki Davis. Both of them are Grand Marshals for this year's 1996 parade.
That's right. LaVera's got an interview.
You.
You look great.
We are with our Grand Marshals this morning. We have Nathaniel Abdul Khalik and Vicki Davis. They are the Grand Marshals for the Rondo Days. And are you having a good time?
We're having a ball. We've seen so many friends and neighbors, and it's just wonderful to come out and see them.
Nick, would you say a few words?
Well, it's a good feeling to be special, and everyone has made us feel very special today, and we're just thankful to be here. Thank you.
Want to say hello to our grandkids here, Deidre and little Mikhail. Yeah. Next generation.
Next generation. And that's what Rondo Days is all about. Okay. It's about generations and family. Thank you very much. And thank you for being with us. But
There goes the Rondo 1996 Rondo Days Grand Marshals. I think this coming up behind them is a truck from St. Paul's newspaper. This is the St. Paul Pioneer Press Dispatch. And as usual, they're handing out special editions and stuff. They always got kids with them. There's the St. Paul Pioneer Press.
Oh, Steve,
And here they
coming up,
come.
here comes a group that would warm up any cool day.
That's
The
right.
Falcons Drill Team and Drum Corps of St. Paul. They were established in 1993, Steve. This is a group of young people.
That's right. You know, they
Yes.
always, the Falcons is one of the most popular drill teams in the upper Midwest here. They've been winners of our past drill team competitions, and they're a pretty good group to watch. They're one of the premier groups here in the Midwest. They're our very own St. Paul Falcons. Why don't we watch them perform here?
Andy, you're late. You're late.
There goes the St. Paul Falcons
You know,
drill team.
Lynn Washington, who is coming along here, is the founder, Steve.
St. Paul Falcons drill team, one of the premier events in the upper Midwest here. They're going to be competing in the 1996 Rondo Days drill team competition, which is going to be held tonight at Central Stadium on Griffin Field, beginning at 6:30. I think people can still get tickets, LaVera.
How much are the tickets, Steve?
I think the tickets are like $3 at the door. It's an extremely popular event, and the past couple of years, the entire stadium has been sold out. So this is one of the premier events of the Midwest here.
I see coming here is Halleck Brown, one of the oldest agencies here in our city. And they're represented by My Special Place Child Care.
Yeah, this is their child care center here. Of course,
Yes.
they've got their, look at the daycare kids are on there. You know, that's what Rondo Days is all about, all the daycare kids and the kids of the community and so forth. That's what Rondo Days is really all about.
Yeah, these children are going to be the future generation. And Steve, within the next 10 years, they're going to be sitting here doing this.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, yes.
I guess I'm just wondering where I'll be sitting.
Oh, Steve, I hope I'll be able to sit.
There you go, Halleck Brown.
The Halleck Brown has a new director there, Dick Mangrum.
Dick Mangrum is
who
the
is
new
the
executive
new executive director
That's right.
of the Halleck Brown Center. And he's doing a good job there.
Yes, he is. He's doing a very good job. Here comes some more of the daycare kids, My Special Place. Daycare center here.
That's My Special Place Daycare. That's another daycare center here in the area, Steve. It's located at 1060 West Central Avenue in St. Paul. And I see many familiar faces out there.
There you go. That's St. Peter Claver School. That's where the
Yes.
Rondo Days Parade originated from this year.
That's right. That's right. And that is the home of My Special Place. We want to just take a moment while we're waiting for the next unit to say that there are many people that are participating as sponsors today. We want to take this opportunity to thank Target for all of the support. We also want to thank some other units here today, Health Partners. But approaching us here is another unit. What is this unit we have here? I see one of the clowns on that unit.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yes.
I think this is still part of the child care for Hallie Q. Brown. Boy, they have a big group with them, don't they?
Oh, they do. They do.
This is Hershey and Carmel the Clown coming up here. That's what that is. Hershey and Carmel the Clown. They got the kids all painted up and everything on roller skates. That's Hershey and Carmel.
Carl Walker from Walker West.
That's right.
Just passed us. We have another unit coming that looks like providing a lot of music for us.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, a lot of music. Now, who is this?
I think this is the
Kaboom Box.
The Assembly of God Kaboom Box. They provide a children's church on the street at 3 locations in the community.
Yes.
They're passing out literature to kids, positive stuff, and they try to reach the kids through a lot of positive things.
That's good. And I see our famous doctor in the community, Dr. Charles Crutchfield and his wife Pat and the family.
Yeah, they're coming up behind them.
Yes. Look at.
There's the Kaboom Box again.
The Kaboom Box, yes.
And there's Dr. Crutchfield and his wife, Pat Crutchfield. You know, they're former Grand Marshals. I think they were Grand Marshals last year, 2 years ago. Let's go to LaVera. She's got an interview with them.
With the fabulous and famous Dr. Crutchfield, Dr. Charles Crutchfield. And do you expect any babies this year?
Well, I should deliver maybe 150 this year if everything goes well.
What about in the park?
I hope no one goes into labor in the park today, although 2 years ago someone did. I do have 3 other community doctors on call in case there are any emergencies, if anyone faints or has an asthmatic attack, even a heart attack. We're all set to go. All set to go. I've got a doctor and nurses corps ready. I'm having fun. I enjoy seeing so many of the kids I've delivered, so many of their mothers and grandmothers, and it's been a real nice parade. I'm glad to see so many people come back to the area for the Rondo Day celebration. I've got, not my whole family, I have 5 kids. I have 2 of my 5 children and one of my 2 grandchildren. Charles, Carlton, and Christopher absent, although Charles, my oldest, will be the doctor tonight who is in charge of any problems that may occur during the Drum and Bugle Corps competition. But I've got Rashana driving. She's in college now. I got Rashad in the front seat. He's in the 10th grade at St. Agnes. And I got Mahogany. Say hi.
Hi.
All right.
And you have Pat.
Now she's going to talk for herself.
Oh, no, I can't.
Okay, thank you.
She lost her voice.
There goes Dr. Crutchfield, and coming up behind here, there you've got a shot of the Ramsey Action Program's Rap Head Start group. In front of them, there was the Mariucci hockey group.
Yes, that's
a bunch of kids on rollerblades there. There's the Rap Head Start.
Yes. And the Mariucci hockey group, Steve, was a wonderful group.
There's the Mariucci hockey group right
there.
there. They started in 1985. They've grown every year. Presently, they've got about 70 kids from both boys and girls participating. Most of the participants are in the Summit University area. There we've got a shot of some representatives from the Hmong community. We've got a large turnout this year of Hmong with the Rondo Days. There is a antique fire engine there. That's interesting. That's nice.
Oh, yes. That's a lot of fire engines today.
That's right. That's beautiful.
We have with us Arthur Blakely. Do you have a few words for us at this 1996 Rondo Days Parade?
Only thing I can say is a great honor to be in the parade. I grew up in the community, and me and my family have been here just all our lives. I got my daughter Brooke with me today, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice day for a parade, and we'll be down to the Martin Luther King Center to enjoy the rest of the day.
Okay. Well, thank you for stopping and greeting. And you have a great time today, okay?
There we go, Arthur Blakely. You know, he's a hero.
Yes, he is.
He was involved in an incident at one of the local area establishments, and he saved a lot of people's lives. That's one of the reasons why he's here today.
Yes.
The community loves him. He's great.
He's a great man, been recognized by the community in many ways.
That's right.
Yes. It's good to have him with us today.
There's the American Legion, nurses training, child welfare. Nice truck. I like that. Boy. Kids on board, I bet you they're having a great time. Look at kids waving. There's the Hmong
There's
group.
the Hmong group. Steve, this is the first time this year the Hmong group has been with us.
That's
it's
right.
good to have these new entries in the parade.
That's right. That's what Rondo Days is all about. It's multicultural. It's trying to be multicultural here. Some people don't understand what multicultural means, but it means people from different backgrounds and so forth. Rondo Avenue was a very multicultural neighborhood and so forth. We've got Miss Hmong of Minnesota.
Miss Hmong of Minnesota.
Big turnout here. It's really impressive. They got the Hmong Cultural Center. It was established in 1992 to ensure that spiritual and social, emotional, artistic, and moral philosophy are maintained. There's the Hmong group. Of course, behind them, you've got the KDWB van, which is, as usual, as most rock radio stations do, they're playing as loud as they can.
And the kids love it, and even some of the adults.
They've, St. Paul Votech Technical College. You know, there's the St. Paul Saints. The St. Paul Saints baseball team.
Oh, yes. Great team.
There's the St. Paul Saints baseball team. They're on an antique fire engine from St. Paul Vocational College. The St. Paul Saints, if I'm not mistaken, they just won their title last night.
Yes, they did.
The other night, they won their title. The Northern League, they go in two halves, and the St. Paul Saints, I think they defeated either Duluth or Madison to win the title. So they're feeling pretty good right now.
Yes. Now, Steve, I see it's followed by the Saints. Now, you know, Saints, do they still have Darryl Strawberry playing?
You know, Darryl Strawberry went to the New York Yankees, if I'm not mistaken, and there's a lot of talk that Jack Morris is not going to be too far behind him. There we have one of the emergency vehicles that we appreciate every single year. And coming up behind the emergency vehicle, as usual, is one of Rondo's biggest supporters.
Target.
The Midway Target store.
Target store donates a portion of its profits back into the community. I understand they've been a faithful partner in bringing a very successful 1996 Rondo Days to the Summit University community.
That's right.
And we thank them so much for all of their help that they've given to us this year and in past years, Steve.
That's right. Target's been a big sponsor of Rondo Days. There's a number of other sponsors, including the DFL Senate Committee, 4th District, and there's a couple of others.
I see some of them, Treasure Island, and which is the gambling casino that many people know their whereabouts.
That's right.
Yes, we have also Dale Street Greenhouse, which has been here in our community for over 100 years.
Yeah.
This year they're celebrating their 100 years anniversary. Also BNV Properties, which is a property management firm run by our Grand Marshals, Victoria Davis and Nathanial Thomas.
Oh, is that right? Wow.
Yes, and also the Summit University Education Consortium.
The Senate District 65 DFL, of course, they came out in full force.
Full force. And you know, while we're waiting, Steve, let's just take a moment to thank some of the people, such as the Wheels Club.
That's right.
The Wheels Club did a tremendous thing today for all of the young people who came in here for the drill team competition. They provided breakfast.
Yeah, I wish I was there.
Yeah, I wish I was there too, Steve. I'm a bit hungry right now.
You heard my stomach growling, didn't you?
I thought it was mine. But they did provide breakfast, and they also provided some snacks for the people here.
That just shows what type of support the Rondo community has for the Rondo Days Parade and Festival. They're doing a great job. People are behind us there. You see some good shots of the crowd there. Another big supporter of Rondo Days in the past has been Northern States Power Company. They've helped out a great deal. And you know, let's run down some of the events that are going to happen. Of course, the parade is going into the festival. What are you going to do at the festival this afternoon?
Work. work. I'm going to be down there handing out a lot of hot dogs and pop to the people that come, and just enjoying going around and looking at some of the booths there and what the people have to offer, especially the food.
That's
Steve.
right.
Especially the food.
Speaking as the president of the organization, it's one of those things where it started about 9 months ago, the planning of this activity, and probably, at least for this year, won't end and probably until about 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh, yes.
It's one of those things where we were up most of the night planning for the community. The community's come out in full force here, and the festival is turning out to be really big, really huge. The parade is humongous. People from everywhere just coming up and just enjoying the parade. A lot of family reunions and high school reunions.
Oh, yes. And then, too, we want to mention, too,
Why don't we let LaVera do an interview right now?
Okay.
It's so good to have you at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. And this has been going on. This is the 13th annual. Do you have a few words for us today?
Well, I was at the Senior Citizens last night where you were the MC and you did a wonderful job. And 1990, when they had the first parade, I was on the board of directors. And Smaller was the head man there, and he did a wonderful job. And I do say that, see, I'm a son of Rondo. I was born in 1917 at 587 Rondo. That was on Rondo between Dale and Kent. And lived down there for over 40 years. Till they condemned my house, which I was happy to have happen to me, because I was able to build a new home.
But you wanted to stay on Rondo?
No, I didn't. I couldn't sell my house to anybody. You couldn't sell, if you lived on Rondo below Dale, you couldn't sell your house to anybody. So when the highway came through there, I was very happy. And one of the things that happens on Rondo, I think that so many of the things that are written about Rondo that I have a problem with, because so many of the people who are writing those things weren't here, weren't even born. And so they've got it second or third hand, and they make a few errors. I had the pleasure at the Senior Citizens yesterday of seeing Reverend Camp's daughter, Mrs. Powers. And they had in the article here about where it was located. And I said to Mrs. Powers, I said, they made a slight error here, didn't they? They sure did, because he said, my dad's church was on Farrington and St. Anthony.
Oh, Mr. Griffin, we love to hear all of your stories, but at this time, we just don't have time. But it's so good to reminisce with you.
I'm so happy that they have it.
Well,
I wouldn't miss it.
Thank you.
And you do a wonderful job.
Thank you,
LaVera.
Mr. Griffin.
Coming up here is the Inner City Youth League. Inner City Youth League. I think they've got a big drill team with them, if I'm not mistaken.
The Inner City Youth League has been around for a long time, Steve. I remember it was founded by Bobby Hickman back way in the 60s. Yeah, back in the 60s when we were going through some pretty troubled times. The Inner City Youth League was born from a pressing need in the community due to all of the arrest of the youth and caused by what was interpreted as social and educational crises involving these youth, their families, and their friends. And they're here with us today in large numbers representing the youth in our community.
There you go. The Inner City Youth League, that's right. Walking in the parade here are the executive director, Ellen Barlow.
Yes.
She's there, over there behind the car, over there by the banner.
Oh, I see Ellen now,
that's
pushing
right.
the cart. Oh, yes, it's good to have Ellen with us and all of the children.
They've been participating in the Rondo Days Parade for over 10 years. Inner City Youth League providing some positive things for our kids.
I understand some of the programs there include African dance, African history, arts and crafts, employment readiness. They have the Kiwanza Club, movie night, and music, and they have so many activities over there for the kids.
Movie night. Boy, that sounds
Movie
interesting.
night.
That
Wonder what
sounds-
kind of movie.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Boy, I remember that when I was a kid going to the Inner City Youth League.
You know, kids have to have a place to go. They have to have some place in the community, and Inner City Youth League provides such a place.
Let's take a look at their drill team here. Inner City Youth League drill team. That was the Inner City Youth League drill team. Precision marchers. You know, they practice for hours with those steps, and that just shows some of the dedication that they have to a lot of these things.
Those are some fancy moves there.
The Inner City Youth League. There's a guy from Men of the March, the Million Man March. They're marching alongside the Inner City Youth League. They've been helping out with the organization of the parade
All
and
day.
helping out with, and that just shows some of the dedication from the Million Man March and how it has reached out into the communities, even here in St. Paul, Minnesota.
St. Paul Urban League.
That's right. There's
with Bonnie Raleigh.
That's right. Bonnie Raleigh from the St. Paul Urban League.
Yes.
You know, the St. Paul Urban League was founded in 1923, affiliated with the National Urban League as a member of the United Way of St. Paul.
Now, yes.
The current executive director is Willie Mae Wilson. St. Paul Urban League. There's the Oatmeal Hill Cornmeal Valley Club.
Steve, little interpretation there what that means. Dale Street used to be the dividing line. You remember that?
That's right. That's
Oatmeal
right.
Hill and Cornmeal Valley.
That's right. One side you were
Oatmeal Hill.
That's right. One side you were something. The other side you were something
Cornmeal
else.
Valley. That's a good way of putting it, Steve.
That's right.
And it's good. I see they have a couple of people here with them
they
today,
do.
a couple of cars representing this club. That shows you about how people care about the history of the old Rondo community to form a group many years after the fact.
That's right.
Still remembering.
There's one of the nice cars. He's got a really nice car there.
Oh, yes.
Here we've got a good shot of the Oak Park drill team from Minneapolis, the Oak Park Wildcats. Let's take a look at the Oak Park Wildcats perform here. They'll be in the competition tonight up at Central Stadium on Griffin Field. Competition starts at 6:30. The Oak Park drill team from Minneapolis, the Oak Park Wildcats.
See, they're getting ready to do a little fancy
Yeah, let's watch this.
footwork here. Ooh.
These kids practice for hours for these routines, and that just shows how positive a lot of this activity is.
And they are some steppers, aren't
That's right.
they? Yes, they are.
The Oak Park Drill Team. They'll be performing tonight live at the 1996 Rondo Days Drill Team competition up at Central High School Stadium on Griffin Field. Here we have Mary Thornton Phillips. She's the
chair of the school board.
That's right.
Our chair of the St. Paul School Board, riding with two
Mary
children.
Phillips. Gee, one of those looks really familiar.
Oh, sure, that's my little granddaughter.
That's her over there, right next to her.
Yes.
Mary Thornton Phillips there.
Now, who do we
there
have
we
here?
have the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge.
Oh, yes. Minnesota jurisdiction.
That's right.
Yes, you know, they've been in existence for a long, long time. They're a fraternal order of Masons. They've been in existence for over 102 years.
Is
Steve.
that right?
Can you imagine that?
Wow, he doesn't look that old.
No, he doesn't. Yes, their Grand Master is Charles E. Messenger Will. And it's good to have them with us today.
There you go. Yeah, nice shot. Boy, the parade is here. The parade is really starting to swell here. I think LaVera's got another interview. Let's go over to LaVera.
And I'm your on-street reporter for the 1996 Rondo Days Parade, and we have some wonderful people here that can tell us a lot about Rondo and its progress. But we're going to start with, and we have a line of people to get with.
I'm Novi Colbert, St. Paul, Minnesota. I have lived here from 1952, and initially I lived on Rondo, 989 Rondo, Apartment A, the Ron Court.
May Harris.
And how long have you lived in Minnesota, Miss Harris?
Oh, for so many years, I really don't remember.
And we have?
Ravanya Simmons.
And Miss Simmons, have you lived here a long time?
Since 1923.
1923.
I grew up here.
Okay. It's good to have you at the Rondo Parade. And we have?
Eddie B. Porter. I've been here 5 years.
Well, it's nice to have you.
Oh, I'm Koopy Anderson, the mother of one of the founders of this Rondo affair. I was born and reared on Rice and Como.
And thank you.
Hi, Connie Stewart. My husband was born here. It's one of the Buffalo Soldiers in the parade today. This is my grandson, DeAndre.
Hello, DeAndre. Well, and we have a long visitor here, a good friend.
Hi,
Hello, give us your name.
I'm Charles C. Buford.
Charles, it's always great to see you. Goodbye. Have a great time.
Boy, thanks, LaVera.
Some of the old timers, Steve?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here comes a group here. Who's that little girl waving there?
Miss Preteen, Minnesota.
Oh, Miss Preteen, Minnesota.
Celie
Okay.
Dean.
Boy, she's cute.
Isn't she a pretty little
Yeah.
girl? Yes, she is.
That just shows some of the involvement with the youth, and just shows how Rondo really brings that out.
Oh, yes. You know, today I would say that we have seen more of the youth
Yeah.
than any time before in the parades.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. It just shows the concentration on the youth here.
Yes. And here comes some more men of March pulling up beside. It's so good to have them doing all of the work that they've done today.
Sure.
They were out early this morning. I see there's another unit approaching us.
That's the American Legion right behind them.
Yes.
The American Legion post 606. And that's Sage, the group behind them.
Yes.
It's a group of kids from Sage. Sage goes in the community and plants, does a lot of planting, Selby area gardening. Is that right?
Really? I haven't heard too much about them, but
Right.
it's good to have
They go
them
around
here.
and they plant flowers and stuff like that throughout the entire community.
Oh, so they're
And
the group responsible for beautifying our
Yeah,
area
that's
this
exactly
year.
right. Boy, what is that in the wheelbarrow there? That's
I don't know.
You know, the event today at the Rondo Days Festival is really something special. There's going to be probably, in the past, we've been estimated to attract between 30 and 40,000 people throughout the course of the day, and that just really kind of shows the spirit that Rondo kind of brings into the community, into the St. Paul area. Behind them was the Cornbread Harris. There's Health Partners.
One of our sponsors here today.
Yeah, Health Partners is a big sponsor of Rondo Days this year.
Oh, yes.
They
have an integrated health care system that focuses on medical and dental and health education services.
That's right. Their mission is to improve the health of its members and its community, Health Partners.
And they have done that.
That's right. They're out in full force, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Isn't this a wonderful community, Steve?
Yeah. It's absolutely fabulous the way
it really is.
People have come out and supported this thing and the way people get involved. The University of St. Thomas, there's a group from that college, St. Thomas University. It's founded in 1885 as a Catholic educational institute for men. The university has grown to involve a vital, comprehensive, cohesive Catholic post-secondary education institution. Then you've got the Wilder Senior Group behind them.
Wilder Senior Group. Wilder's all over the community, aren't they, Steve?
That's right. The Amherst Wilder Foundation.
A lot of good services that they provide here.
There you've got a shot of the City Pride drill team. They're one of the newer drill teams in the Twin Cities here, and Rondo is the fiscal agent of this drill team here, so we can help them raise money, and so they can provide uniforms and go on trips and stuff like that. It's the City Pride drill team right there.
They're very good.
The City Bride drill team. And LaVera's going to have an interview coming up pretty soon here. We're going to take a look at the City Pride drill team. We're looking at the City Pride drill team. They're one of the newest drill teams in the Twin Cities area here. You know, years ago we brought up drill teams from St. Louis and Chicago and Kansas City, and this is what it's grown into. There's as many as 9 drill teams in the Twin Cities area here. There'll be a total of 17 competing tonight. Right behind them, the person that you're seeing there is Robin Robinson from KMSP.
Yes.
Television news there. News anchor Robin Robinson. She's a resident of St. Paul. Let's go to an interview with LaVera.
Hello, I'm with Robin Robinson. You have a few words today?
I am having a blast. It's always so important to remember the history of a community, let everybody know how beautiful and proud Rondo is. And today that everybody is out here, it's a beautiful sunny day, and just remembering the history and celebrating Rondo is always a pleasure, always.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye now. Have a good time.
There's Robin Robinson.
And I see following
Behind Robin was Debbie Montgomery from the Department of Public Safety, Assistant Commissioner.
Yes.
Department of Public Safety.
Yes, and
LaVera's got another interview.
I'm with Debbie Montgomery now, an old-time friend and confidant.
Thank you. Well, I tell you what, this is a great neighborhood, and as you know well, I grew up here, and it's just great to see the development of it and how it's growing and how the parade's growing. And I love the dedication of the Rondo Committee and how they keep this going.
Well, thank you. We had that old-time hard love, right?
That's right. That tough love. Tough love.
Tough love.
I told them, I said, they didn't put my name on here so they wouldn't know who I was. And the young lady said, everybody knows who you are.
Thank you, Debbie. Have a good time. See you in the park.
There you go.
There goes our Jolly Seniors
Jolly
from Pilgrim
Seniors.
Baptist Church represented with the group from Pilgrim.
Here comes another one of the drill teams.
Who do we have here, Steve? We're going to an interview on the streets.
Okay, I'm with a happy group, the Jolly Seniors. This is a fun group to play with. They might be older than I am, but they're fun. Bye, have a good time.
There goes the Jolly Seniors at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade. This is the Isorettes. They are from Des Moines, Iowa. They have come all the way from Des Moines to participate in the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and drill team competition. Let's take a look at them. The Isorettes drill team from Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh, good.
They're going to be competing in tonight's drill team competition at St. Paul Central High School. Boy, this is a nice float. What is this? This is Treasure
Nice
Island.
float. Treasure Island.
Yeah, nice float
Look
here.
at that. Isn't that
This
a
is
gorgeous
Treasure
float?
Island Casino. One of the big sponsors of the 1996 Rondo Days Parade. That is a beautiful float.
Oh, it
Treasure
is.
Island Bingo. Boy, it makes you feel kind of that Caribbean
Yes,
style
it
to
does.
doesn't it?
You know, Steve, this is the first year that we've had the floats.
That's
and it is
right.
a wonderful addition to the parade.
And
this
you know,
year.
there's a float competition going on. Right to our left,
Yes.
there's a couple of judges that are sitting here. Katie McWatt
Yes.
and her husband Arthur McWatt,
Arthur
are
McWatt.
being the judges of this year's float competition. Boy, you know, woo, that's some tough competition
That's
there,
a
isn't
tough
it?
competition. And I see the McWatt sitting over here,
Yeah,
and they're
boy.
having a hard time
Yeah.
judging who's going to be our first winner and the second and our third winner.
Here comes the Christian Fellowship High Steppers.
Where are they from, Steve?
I think they're a local group here.
Local group. They're very good. A lot of rhythm.
The Faith Steppers. They'll be in our competition tonight.
Okay.
Let's watch them. They're from Waterloo, Iowa.
From Waterloo.
Another group from out of town here from Waterloo, Iowa. They'll be in our drill team competition tonight. We've got groups coming from all over the Midwest to be in the drill team competition.
Steve, how many groups do we have participating this year?
I think we have as many as somewhere between 12 and 17 drill teams are going to be performing tonight at the drill team competition up at Griffin Stadium.
The audience, listening audience, should come on out and
That's
join
right.
us for that event.
It's going to be the grand finale.
Yes, it is, and it's always so nice.
The Faith Steppers from Waterloo, Iowa. And behind them, we've got Mount Olivet Baptist Church.
Oh,
They've
yes.
got a group right there. That's Mount Olivet Baptist Church.
Baptist Church.
One of the oldest institutions within the St. Paul area there. Here we've got the St. Paul Parks and Recreation Winter Carnival Junior Royalty.
Junior Royalty. Yes, the St. Paul Parks and Recreation Winter Carnival Junior Royalty consists of the King Frost, the 49th one, and the Queen of the Snowflakes, the Prime Minister, and the Lady in Waiting.
The Lady in Waiting.
Lady in Waiting. I believe there are also 4 wind princes and princesses.
With the junior royalty of the Winter Carnival, and you're the king and the queen? Where's the king and the queen? Where?
No, I'm Lady in Waiting. I'm Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Amber. Oh, I'm Amber, the Northwind Princess.
I'm Ben, I'm the Northwind Prince.
I'm Lexi Leitner, the Junior Westwind Princess. Vanna Kim, West Wind.
And the king.
My name's Scott Roberts, King Frost 49th. Nice to meet you. My queen here, Jennifer Speaks.
Hi. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yes, it's a very long parade and it's very fun.
Thank you.
The junior royalty. Here we have the Kansas City Cougars. They're one of the former winners of the drill team competition. This group came all the way from Kansas City, Missouri. Let's take a look at the Kansas City Cougars here. They have a great group. They have a huge following too. Here we're watching the Kansas City Cougars marching Cougars at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade. LaVera, see that guy who was right there in the middle with the hat on, he's their leader. His name is Brian Wilson. The Marching Cougars drill team from Kansas City, Missouri. You know, these drill teams really enjoy coming up here and experiencing the parade, and they enjoy coming all the way up to Minnesota here. Let's watch this. you have the Kansas City Cougars. You know, the Cougars, like I said before, they're past winners and they're intense competitors.
Yes, I can see that, Steve.
The Kansas City Cougars from Kansas City, Missouri. They're here to try to win back their title as the champions of the Rondo Days Drill Team competition. It's going to be an intense battle tonight up at St. Paul Central High School on Griffin Field.
Everybody come on out and see that event. If what we've seen here today is any indication, it's going to be some very, very intense competition.
Boy, you know, it makes me just tired watching them. You know that? Kansas City Cougars are here to defend their title. And here we have another group from the St. Paul Winter Carnival. We have
Princess and the Prince of the North Winds.
Of the North Winds, wow.
Darren Johnson and Kimberly Poley.
Boy, I wonder if they're enjoying the nice weather today.
Oh, I imagine they are, like everyone else.
That's right.
And then we have also some more Winter Carnival royalties.
University of St. Thomas.
St. Thomas. I see Dave Thune.
Dave Thune, City Council member.
Our City Council president.
Dave Thune. Nice hat, Dave. Their City Council President, David Thune.
David Thune.
Boy, he's really in the spirit, isn't he?
Isn't he, though? But you know, in his heart, he's a country musician. Did you know that?
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
You know, I didn't know that.
He has a little band he plays on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's dressed appropriately today.
Here we've got another drill team. You know, some of the festivities tonight are really going to be special to a lot of people. I mean, these groups really enjoy coming up here, and you know, the parents and the kids that turn out, they really enjoy it. They just really love it.
You know, St. Paul is a nice place to come in the summer, Steve, and the hospitality that's afforded to these people that come makes them want to come back.
This is the Elk Music Makers. I think this is Minneapolis Elk's Music Makers. Let's watch them here. Elks Music Makers. Here we have the Elks Music Makers. They're marching onto the site of the Rondo Days Festival. There we have Continental Cablevision, and they're here with HBO. HBO is here, and they're going to be one of the sponsors of the Rondo Days Parade and Festival here.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that up in the truck there? Looks like a familiar
looks
face.
familiar, doesn't he? Mickey?
I'm sure my son knows who that is.
Yes.
Continental Cablevision.
And then
we have behind them, we have the Summit University Planning Council, the District 8 Planning Council. They are the main policy makers for the Summit University area, which encompasses Rondo.
Yes.
There's the Summit University Planning Council.
Peggy Burns, the new director there.
Peggy Burns, that's Peggy right there with her son, Matt.
Uh-huh.
Big supporters in the community.
Oh, and here we've got coming up.
D. Henry Williams of KFAI Radio.
Yes.
The National Council of Negro Women is right behind them.
St. Paul chapter.
And here we have the Over the Hill Drill Team.
Isn't that an interesting name, Steve?
They are from Omaha, Nebraska. This is the Over the Hill Drill Team. They are from Omaha, Nebraska. People are coming from all over the Midwest to be involved in the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. Let's watch them here. You're watching live the Over the Hill Drill Team marching with pride. They are all the way from Omaha, Nebraska to perform in the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. They'll be doing, from what I understand, they'll be doing an exhibition at the drill team competition tonight.
Oh, good. You know, Steve, they don't look over the hill to me.
No, not at all. I wish I was that over the hill. You're watching the Over the Hill Drill Team at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. You know, they said they've come here to show us how it's done.
And I think they are.
I think they are. The Over the Hill Drill Team at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. Started out as a family, as a reunion, and everyone who marched in the group came from different teams and so forth. Here we've got a group of Girl Scouts. I think these are the Girl Scouts. The Girl Scout Council from St. Croix Valley.
And Project Spirit also.
That's right, Project Spirit. Girl Scout Council from St. Croix Valley. Scouting makes a difference.
Yes,
You know,
it
I
does.
remember being a scout.
I was a scout. I was a Girl Scout,
Were you?
Steve. Yes.
Well, I wasn't a Girl Scout.
I didn't think so.
And behind them we had Kathy Harris. There's Kathy Harris.
Yes.
Longtime resident
St.
of St. Paul.
You know, she's a graduate of Central High School.
Oh, I didn't know that. Here's the Lutheran Church. Lutheran Church for Redeemer, Arms.
Oh, yes. We're sitting right here in the back door.
That's right. They're right behind us.
Right behind us.
The Lutheran Church.
Yes.
Lutheran Church of the Redeemer.
Oh, there's Cool.
Cool Radio.
Cool Radio.
KOOL.
Yes, 108.
108. Good time. Great oldies. Boy, that's
yes,
a nice band.
It's a nice band, yes.
Got a drill team coming up behind them. Here's another one of the drill teams. This is the Mid-Missouri High Steppers.
They're doing some stepping.
They're from Columbus, Missouri. Columbus and Fulton, Missouri. Let's take a watch. You're watching the Mid-Missouri High Steppers from Columbus, Missouri. Performing live at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade. This group has come all the way from Columbus, Missouri to perform at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade. They'll be at the drill team competition tonight. You know, these kids practice for hours, these routines.
They have to practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that takes a great deal of precision and hard work in order to just play. A lot of people think it's easy, but it's not.
No, not at all. There's the Thomasdale Block Clubs, reclaiming the community.
Yes.
Thomasdale Block Club started in 1991 and built a sense of pride for everyone in the Thomasdale community. The executive director is Johnny
Howard. I see Johnny.
There's Johnny on the back right there throwing out candy to the kids.
With all the kids, yes. Oh, now we got the St. Paul branch
of the NAACP. St. Paul branch of the NAACP. There goes the Thomasdale Block Clubs with the NAACP, St. Paul branch of the NAACP. Our Grand Marshal this year is the president, isn't he?
Yes, he is, Nathanial Thomas.
That's right. You know, you hold a high position in the NAACP too, don't you?
I just keep the records.
Oh, okay.
I'm the secretary. Who do we have here, Steve, coming up?
Here we have AAA Kwanzaa Ball, Emmett Carlson.
Oh, Emmett Carlson and Barbara Davis, yes.
They're here at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. They're heading to the festival to have a good time. There you've got Model
Cities of St. Paul Incorporated.
That's right.
Yes. Beverly Oliver Hawkins, who is the CEO for that.
Model Cities, they've got a big group here.
Oh, they've got a big group, and they got big programs there too, Steve. They're doing some wonderful things at Model Cities.
There goes the NAACP. There you got the NAACP with the group behind them, and there's Concordia College, another float from Concordia College in St. Paul. St. Paul Concordia College. You know, we used to have our drill teams used to spend the night there. We got into a partnership with them, and they used to house them in their dormitories. And I think we've got a group there spending the night there this year. There you got Nowinski running for Congress.
Yes, Dennis Nowinski.
He always wears hard hats. I guess that means he's a real hard worker, huh?
Real hard worker. I think he means he represents the working class.
Yeah, okay. Dennis Nowinski. I think he's running against Bruce Vento, who we saw earlier.
Yes.
Here we have the old 4th Avenue South drill team. You know, they've started up their own festival, old 4th Avenue South Days, and this is another one of the upstart groups that basically really kind of came out of being involved in the Rondo Days Parade Festival.
And isn't that nice that we can inspire other groups to do similar things?
That's right. That's what Rondo Days is all about.
That's right.
Promoting community spirit. Old 4th Avenue South drill team at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. Isn't that the Summit University loft? Isn't that the loft?
You know, I
coming
believe
up behind
so.
Them. This
I
is the
believe
loft
so.
coming up behind them.
Coming
The
up
Summit
behind
University
is the
loft.
loft.
That's right. There's Fred Tennyson, another politician.
Oh, he's running for state representative.
Right.
Oh, so he must be running for against Andy Dawkins?
Yeah, I would think so. I think that's Andy's district, as a matter of fact. You know, LaVera, what are some of the things that you know of that people say about the 1996 Rondo Days Festival, at least? There's been a lot of talk about it.
Oh, there's been a lot of talk about the Rondo festivities. I think some of the things center around how enjoyable it is for everybody to come out, to appreciate it. And one of the things that to see the new people coming in this year to the parade.
I think LaVera's got an interview.
Let's see who she has.
Let's go to LaVera.
Thank you.
Go ahead, LaVera.
I'm here with the Regalettes today. You having a great time?
Margaret Brazil. Vivian Stone, President.
Jackie Underwood.
Roberta Taylor Booker.
Florna Hadley Davis.
Warnell Mims.
You look like you're dressed for the West. Wild Wild West with the Regalettes. Well, welcome to the 1996 Rondo Days Parade, okay?
You know, the Regalettes, they were established in 1950, where a group of friends got together and basically formed the Rigolette's Social Club. And they've held a number of events throughout the year. There you have Tom Conlon, County Commissioner.
School board member, yes.
Right.
Yes. You know, I was at one of those Rigolette's events here, Steve, about a month ago. And the theme was the Wild Wild West.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That explains the hats and such.
Yes, it does.
Sure. There goes Tom Conlon's car.
And Tom chooses to work the streets, doesn't he, though?
Yeah, he does.
Just like any other politician.
That's right.
It's a good day for that.
Seems to be working it pretty hard here. You know, let's talk real quickly about the some of the things that are going on at the festival site. I know that they have a petting zoo down there for the kids, and they've got like some activities like a big moonwalk, and they've got face painting and a lot of activities for the kids.
Yes.
So some of the things.
And the children enjoy those things a lot.
That's right.
Steve.
That's right. You know, this crowd is going to move straight into the festival area there.
You know, while we're waiting for the parade to come along, Steve, you know, I was reminiscing about old Rondo and looking at some of the businesses we used to have. Do you know we are really not up to what we used to have in this community?
That's right.
In terms of businesses and bars and restaurants, and people owned real estate, and we had shoe repair shops. We had so many doctors here in the community. We had just some of the names for the people, and maybe some of the listening audience remember some of these names. The Blue Goose, Goodman's. Remember Miss Goodman's used to fix a barbecue.
Sure. That's right. That's right.
And German Sperlings and the Carabama and Booker T's and Jim Williams. And we had dentists around here, Dr. Weber, Dr. Williams, Dr. Hill, Dr. Butler. I don't know if you remember Dr. Butler.
As a matter of fact, I do remember Dr. Butler. Yeah,
You're older than what I thought.
I don't know. That's right. I do remember Dr. Butler.
What do you remember?
My mother used to talk a lot about Dr. Butler and do a lot with him there. You know, you're talking about some of the things that we used to have. There's a number of pool halls, and Rondo Avenue was a real thriving community, and that's the part of the agenda of the Rondo Avenue Incorporated mission is to bring back some of that community spirit, and I think that we're doing a pretty good job of that. Here we've got a good shot of the crowd. You can tell that the people are sitting here anticipating the arrival of the next unit, and you know, it just really kind of shows that's what our goal has been, is to get people back out and to get people working with each other and get people to socialize and to be involved. And you know, you don't see this type of community participation too often. And for here, I can at least say it happens at least once a year due to the hard work of the Rondo Avenue Board, which I have to commend. Real quickly, some of the board members are Al and Shirley Basinger, and Ed and Sharon Anderson, and Ramona Wilson, and myself, Steve Wilson, Orly Patterson. You know, you're involved. That's right.
Yes.
And LaVera Daisy and her husband Leon. Clarence Williams and Vicki Sanders, Herman and Bobby, and there's just a number of people that are really dedicated, and they've been involved for years with the Rondo Days Parade.
And not only the parade, too, Steve, all of the other things that you're doing. The Rondo Computer Lab.
That's right.
A wonderful endeavor that the Rondo Incorporated Board has done to teach some computer skills to the children in this community, and also some of the adults. It's a wonderful program.
That's right. The Computer Lab located on Selby and Milton. There's a number of things that they do as far as teaching kids computer skills and basically teaching those people computer skills. Kids, every Saturday morning, about 20, 30 kids show up, and they get computer skills. And there's a number of positive activities, and one of the positive activities of Rondo Avenue Incorporated, you know, of course, here is a parade, and you're looking at one right now. Here comes another drill team here. This is the First Step Academy.
The First Step Academy.
They claim that their goal has been developing programs for youth and young adults in the community for over 15 years. They create programs to provide alternatives to youth and young adults other than streets and gang activity. Their leader and their main organizer is Major Tops. Me and Major go way back.
You know, me and Major go way back also. You know, he and I are fellows together over at the Humphrey Institute.
Okay.
And it's good to see. He was telling me that he organized this group. So today is my first day being able to see him.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're participants of the Rondo Days Parade and Festival almost every single year. You know, they're from North Minneapolis over there, and they're an intense competitor. I mean, when they get in that competition, I mean, they just let everything go out. I saw them not too long ago down and perform in Mankato during Black History Month at the Pan Am event down there that they have.
Well, you know, I understand they not only march, Steve, but they step, They rap, they dance, they sing, and as Major says, First Step can do anything.
That's right. There's Major Tops right there. There's their leader, showing them how it's done. First Step Academy. Here's the First Step Academy from Minneapolis. They'll be in the Rondo Days drill team competition tonight at Central Stadium. They're on their way to the festival. You know, Rondo Avenue Incorporated feeds all these kids too. They're working up an appetite, aren't they?
They sure are. I think, Steve, the old saying, I think I'd rather clothe this group than feed them today. 'Cause they're going to be a hungry group.
That's right. The First Step Academy, Minneapolis, performing here live at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. You know, the drill team competition over the past couple of years has been very successful. They've absolutely swelled that stadium up in Central. One of the guys up there told me it was the first time he had ever seen it. He'd seen it that full. Right behind them we have Young for Senate.
For U.S. Senate.
For U.S. Senate. Here at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. You know, a lot of politicians come out because they know that Rondo Days means that there's going to be a lot of people there, a lot of voters and stuff.
Yes,
and
yes.
I mean, our phone rings off the hook when they are planning this. Here, there's a shot of the YWCA of St. Paul. The YWCA of St. Paul is here at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival.
And of course, right prior to that, we have the Community Stabilization Project.
The Community Stabilization Project, they assist low-income people and people of color who are having problems with rent and landlords and so forth.
Yes, and it's interesting. They were in the partnership with the Inner City Youth League.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yes, So we're familiar with that organization.
Right, the Community Stabilization Project.
Yes.
They're volunteers.
Yes, a lot of volunteers working there with a lot of time that they put in.
You know, the festival is going to be absolutely huge this year, and I encourage all of the listening audience to get out there and go through the festival and have this big family reunion. You know, Rondo is basically a big family reunion.
Yes, it is. Steve, you know, it looks like our 1996 parade is just about over.
Okay, why don't we go through the playback dates of this?
Yes.
There you see the YWCA van.
It's all decorated with some crepe paper. And for those people here that want to view the parade again, coming up, the parade isn't quite over, but we are winding down. The playbacks will be on Channel 35, Steve, and they'll be held on Thursday, July 25th at 8 p.m., and then Friday, July 26th at noon, Sunday, July 28th at 10:30, Wednesday, July 28th at 10:30, and what else do we have here?
Wednesday, July 31st at 11 a.m., Thursday, August 1st at 8 p.m., Wednesday, August 7th at noon, Saturday, August 10th at 10:30 a.m. Set your VCRs. There we've got another drill team there. That's the South Side drill team that you're seeing come through there with the trolley behind them. And people have a chance. I encourage them to take a look at the drill team competition tonight, and also the parade and its playback dates. There'll be playback dates for the drill team competition too. Here, there's the playback dates of the Rondo Days Parade on your screen. Behind them, and there's the playback dates for the Rondo Days Drill Team competition, which is going to be filmed by Cable Access too.
And we want to thank Continental Cable for all of the help that they've given today. You know, they put in so many hours.
And Cable Access, that's right.
Yes, Cable Access. I saw him here several days ago putting some lines up. And they really are really great value here in this community.
That's right. We're taking a look at the South Side drill team here. They're precision steppers. And this is another new group that has started from the Rondo Days Parade and Festival, from being involved. And you know, that, like I said before, that's one of the things that is real positive of the Rondo Days Parade and Festival, that it gets kids involved. You know, there weren't hardly any drill teams or any activities like this until we started bringing up a lot of groups from other cities like Kansas City and St. Louis and Chicago and Rock Island and so forth. And now it's just really swelled. I think there's probably anywhere between 11 and 15 drill teams within the Twin Cities area here. Like I said, we're going to have about somewhere between 12 and 17 drill teams performing tonight at the drill team competition. And they started just like this group started, where they started to work hard, and they, after a while, started to realize what it really takes and the commitment that it takes. And that really feeds over into a lot of other positive things in their lives, as far as their schoolwork and their education and stuff, and discipline.
Discipline, that's the main thing, is the discipline, because in everything in life, you have to be disciplined. The Rondo Days Parade and Festival has been going on here for 13 years. This is the 13th year, and it was originated by Roger Anderson and Floyd Smaller, who is football coach at Central High School. Yes. And they started the first one in 1993, and it's been happening just about 1982 as the organization was developed. Yes.
And it's been happening just about every year since then. And I would have to say probably the past 6 or 7 years, it has almost doubled in size almost every single year, and it's really, really grown the last 3 to 4 years here. And the site of the festival, you're going to have people performing. TKO is going to be performing, and a couple of the Bound Band, a jazz good group, and they're going to be performing, and the crowd is going to just really enjoy it. And you know, it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day,
yeah,
Steve.
I mean, there's not a cloud in the sky. People have to come out to see this. There we got a shot of Merriweather.
Yes.
That's American Family Insurance. They're a sponsor of the Rondo Days Parade and Festival. They co-sponsored the Rondo Days Parade and Festival with KSGS, AM Radio 950. And there's Mr. Merriweather,
yes, from the insurance company.
That's right, from American Family Insurance. Behind them, we've got another one of Rondo's logos. You know, it's funny how those logos keep moving through the parade.
Up, don't they?
There's another one of our Capital City trolleys. The trolley car, of course, people know as the logo of Rondo Avenue Incorporated. And I think we've had as many as 3 or 4 of them here today.
Oh, we have?
Yes. You know, those trolleys are fired by gas, by propane gas.
Yes.
And they so they're clean burning. If you look at the back, there's hardly any exhaust coming out, and that's one of the reasons that they got involved, and they started to get people to move around downtown and stuff without creating pollution. So that's a really good idea. Behind them, you see the Buffalo Soldiers.
Yes, the Buffalo Soldiers is the Minnesota 9th and 10th Horse Cavalry of the Buffalo Soldiers coming up. It was organized in October of 1995, and it is a multicultural organization.
Okay, Archie Anderson is driving Mr. Brooks on the trolley car there. There's the Buffalo Soldiers.
Buffalo Soldiers.
take a look at the Buffalo Soldiers marching here. LaVera has an interview with the Buffalo Soldiers.
This is LaVera Daisy again with the senior Buffalo Soldiers. Who do we have here today?
Moses Carr, 10th Calvary.
Al Stewart, 9th Calvary.
Leroy Bell, 27th Cavalry.
Reggie, a founder of the local chapter here.
Local chapter of the Buffalo Soldiers. We welcome you to this 1996 Rondo Days Parade. Have a wonderful time. And we have the president of the Buffalo Soldiers, Colonel Nathanial Thomas.
Well, happy to be here. Thanks a lot for inviting us. We're really enjoying it today.
Thank you, Colonel Thomas. I know that you have to lead, and what way to lead as to walk with your soldiers.
We have the Buffalo Soldiers at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. As we're winding down here, that's the Minnesota 9th and 10th Cavalry of the Buffalo Soldiers. That's a new upstart group. The Buffalo Soldiers is a multicultural organization. It was formed with the purpose of serving all communities by promoting the story of the Buffalo Soldiers. And the members will present themselves as positive role models for adults and for youth. The founder there, LaVera was talking with, is trying to get more people involved. So if anybody is interested in being involved, they can call we'll have them call the Rondo Days hotline at 646-6597, and we can provide you information for that. The Buffalo Soldiers here at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. Let's take a look at them. The Buffalo Soldiers live at the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival. We're winding down here.
Hasn't it been a great day, Steve?
Yeah, this has been really good.
It's been a great parade. I think this has been one of the more colorful parades that we've seen. And we really want to just take this time once again. We thanked our sponsors in the very beginning, those people who have supported the Rondo Days celebration this year. Some of the sponsors, once again, are the Target store, health partners who have invested much time and money to improving the health of the Summit University community, the 4th District DFL, also flowers that were donated by banks. We want to thank HMO who came from Chicago, and then we want to thank our own people here in the community.
That's good, yeah, that's right. There's a couple other sponsors like the Senate District representatives, and you know, I really have had a good time here today.
I've had a great time, Steve.
It's been really good.
It's been great co-hosting this affair with you. It's been great co-hosting this affair with you. We have the police department passing by and hollering at us, but we want to thank Treasure Island. We want to thank Seegers Dale Street Greenhouse, who has been with us in the community, Steve, for over 100 years.
That's right.
And celebrating their 100 years anniversary this year. We also want to take this time to thank the Wheels Club, who provided meals to the out-of-town guests that have been with us today.
That's right.
They've done a great job. Is there anyone else who we've missed?
It's been a wonderful day here. There's other sponsors like Northern States Power Company, Cable Access. We encourage people to come to the drill team competition tonight. It's going to begin at Griffin Field at Central Stadium at 6:30. The parade has led into the park. Now it creates kind of a Pied Piper effect. You know, people just kind of like follow it into the park and enjoy the celebration. And, you know, this has been the 13th year of the Rondo Days Parade and Festival. It's considered the largest multicultural outdoor celebration within the state, if not the Midwest here. And it's been just a beautiful event here, and I really do appreciate Cable Access for coming and letting us do this today. And I thank whoever is responsible for the weather.
Oh, yes. Well, did we thank the Vulcans for that?
Oh, I think so. Yeah,
Oh,
the
yes.
Vulcans. Yeah, they're in charge right now.
It's been a great day, and we thank everyone who have helped on Rondo. There are some names that we just haven't mentioned, but the board of directors of Rondo is doing a terrific job.
Takes a lot of work, and
Keep up the good work.
I want to thank all of the board members, and I've enjoyed working with them this year, and it's been wonderful.
And also, we want to thank our judges. I see one of our judges is still with us here, Katie McWatt, one of our judges who have been with us today, and Arthur McWatt, who will be giving the trophies in the competition, in the float competition.
That's right. There was a float competition. That's right.
And so I can't wait to see who the winners were.
Yeah,
Steve.
I don't know who the winner is. It's going to take
be...
a while for them to tabulate it.
Yes.
But I'm sure that they'll celebrate tonight when they find out.
I'm sure they will.
The winner will be announced too at the festival and at the drill team competition tonight. So we encourage everybody to be involved and to go to the drill team competition tonight at 6:30 at the St. Paul Central High School, Griffin Field. I'd like to thank LaVera Daisy for providing our on-the-scene interviews, and like to thank the entire Cable Access crew for providing us with this opportunity. We'd like to say probably goodbye here from the 1996 Rondo Days Parade and Festival.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen.